Next, it's an AFC clash to kick off Week 10. Baltimore looks to make it 4 in a row over Miami, who they've outscored a whopping 137-16 in the last 3 meetings. It's the Ravens and Dolphins on Thursday night.
We are about 15 or so miles northwest of world-famous Miami Beach as we are set for football at Hard Rock Stadium in Miami Gardens. Tonight, it's on to Week 10 already, and we've got a good one in store between the Baltimore Ravens and the Miami Dolphins. Now, Tua Tagovailoa gets set to lead this Dolphins offense for the first time. Tua now on first down. Finding Gaskin underneath. Charles, Thursday night game, I think a lot of teams probably say shrink the playbook somewhat. Is that correct?
I think you're right about that because you just don't have the amount of time that you have in a normal week to put in a full playbook. So as you said, you shrink the playbook, pick out the plays that work best for you. You know what else you're looking for?
What's that?
Who are the freshest guys coming off the last game to play on a Thursday night? Guys have a little extra pep in their step. You go to them early and often.
This is Gaskin on the carry. And he sneaks his way forward only for a couple here. Second down. Now this defense for the Ravens, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And as in any game, takeaways are always a big key. They're always discussed on defense. There's an emphasis there. And they came away with 3 interceptions in that game.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's third down. Throwing is Tagovailoa on third down here. He's going to find his tight end. That's Hunter Long. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So the 14 yards actually takes him from 143 to the other for first and 10. On the handoff, it's Gaskin. And very little there. He might have gotten a yard. Yeah, I think he got a yard to the 41. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers, 3 of them in fact. Being able to take the ball away, give it back to their offense, that's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
They try to throw on second down, but this one is incomplete. Here comes the 7th play of this opening drive. They've moved it well, but here's third down. And this one complete to Will Fuller. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. Call that a very strong gain of 24. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he's eaten up at the line of scrimmage. Might have gotten a yard down to the 16. The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Here's Tua. And this is intercepted, but they'll say out of bounds. Oh, very close to a turnover there in the end zone. Toward the back corner of the end zone, but he could not get the feet down. This will wind up incomplete. From the gun, it's Tua. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Calais Campbell able to record his 5th sack of the season. Sanders' kick is good. And the opening drive for the Dolphins yields 3. So the opening drive does yield points, maybe not the 7 they wanted, but they'll take the 3.
Accumulating first downs does not go up on the scoreboard, but it does go into the DNA of a team that's trying to establish itself to start a game. That has to feel pretty good for them. They'll take the 3.
Yeah, they had 3 first downs and 3 points. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down. These are his numbers from last week's contest. 22 carries, 104 yards, and a score as well.
And now that he's playing a Thursday night game, short week, you know he spent a lot of time in the trainer's room in the cold tub trying to get his legs back for this game.
Now this will go for 5 up to the 33.
That's a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Now Jackson taps this forward jet sweep.
That was a nice job there defensively, being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming, converged on it before he could get much out of it.
From the 39, Jackson. Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Picked up by Xavier Howard. And they have possession, and they have it at the 38-yard line. So a first interception thrown for him there, and that really not the best decision either.
Not at all, and that's something he did not do in their victory last week. No interceptions in that game, but this defense, they're able to take advantage of an early mistake. Now let's see if they're going to turn it into points.
2 yards on the pickup there. It'll be 2nd and 8. Going to give this time to the tailback. Nothing doing. Barely able to muster a yard to hit the 35. Well, this defense for the Ravens, they were very good a week ago in that win over Minnesota.
And no matter what's done throughout a ball game, it always comes back to blocking and tackling. That's the essence of football. But I think it's hard for people to understand just how difficult it is to tackle, especially open field. Very few missed tackles on tape that I saw last game. This team does a nice job of getting their opponents on the ground.
The kick by Sanders is good. And that'll make it 6-0 here in the first. They got the interception, but very little movement after, and that forces them to settle for 3. And it does feel like settling when that happens, doesn't it?
It certainly does, but we got to give a lot of credit where it's due, and that's to the defense because they ran onto the field. This is what we call sudden change, right? Interception, you got to go put out the fire, and they did, holding them to a field goal.
Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their 25-yard line. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. He'll find Dobbins out of the backfield. And he'll be out of bounds, but able to get it up past the 45. A well-executed 22-yard gain. Here's Jackson. And he's got his receiver. That's Sammy Watkins. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins, his 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Ravens can take the lead now if they hit the extra point. For as big and strong as some of these guys are, especially when you see them in full pads, it is sometimes hard to appreciate how truly fast they can move. That was incredible. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. This one fielded at the 5. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. They are currently mired in a losing streak. Now they get the short week for the Thursday night game. Do you see that as a potential positive, or is this just more in what has been really a string of bad luck for them?
Well, to me, it comes down to leadership, and leadership's got to spin it into a positive and make it an advantage for them. Yes, we're in a losing streak. Yes, no one thinks we can win. But we have the resources we need right here.
Oh, looking for Waddle, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Tavon Young. Before we came up to the booth, last thing he said as we were walking off the field, want to play mistake-free football. Well, that just went out the window there with a pick.
And do you remember what you said to me when we were walking up to the booth after he said that? You're like, oh, fatal last words every time we hear it.
And they'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. So there, Charles, I mean, a situation where it didn't matter how far he had to run, he was not going to be denied, and he winds up taking this all the way to the end zone.
And the thing that stood out to me was his ability to continue through the initial contact. How many times do we see runners get slowed up and not get what they can on a run because of that first contact? But he kept the compass pointing in the right direction, kept the legs churning, and turned this into a huge play.
And he covered a lot of ground on that one, as evidenced by the final total there on Next Gen Stats. The Dolphins at the line, ready for their next drive. And following the interception, we'll see what they can put together on this drive. Rush coming, and he's taken down. Patrick Queen coming in hard that time on the blitz, and he gets him down. It's a loss of 4. 2nd and 14 as they've got work to do here after the sack. Another try after the first down sack. Tua. Oh, not sure he saw the linebacker there as that's batted down and incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. And it's 3rd down. Tagovailoa working out of the gun. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Has to be a little bit of frustration there. Back-to-back incompletions. Receivers blanketed on both attempts, this time on 3rd down.
Yeah, last week in the loss, 5 punts as he gets this one away. Oh, nice move. Good open field tackling there. A 50-yard punt followed by just a 1-yard return. And the Ravens, they'll take over. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. 5-3, their record at the halfway point. And you have to imagine that there are folks saying, hey, if we do that again in the second half, we're 10-6 and we're a playoff team.
I do think, though, that they have a couple things working against them. And number one, the schedule, that's going to toughen up a bit because they've got some division games down the stretch, and those are always difficult. Number two, you know they've got to stay healthy. That's the key to getting to the playoffs and winning in the playoffs. But they've got a shot at it. This is a good football team.
They'll try to run for it with Dobbins. And he's taken down at the 43, but not before picking up the first. 66 yards rushing for him now as he has gotten the night off to a hot start. Throwing on first down, it's Jackson. Catch is made by Marquise Brown. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. This is something that we saw quite a bit at Oklahoma, and we'll be seeing it more and more on the NFL level as well. Marquise Brown going Hollywood.
And sometimes you see big plays develop on a route like this, a slant route. And the object, very simple. Get the ball to your receiver in stride. This one was right on the money. He didn't miss a beat. And then it's off to the races. And there he goes.
From the 6. And makes it across the 20 as his guys will set up shop at the 23-yard line. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means they're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Yeah, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Tua's throw taken in here by Fuller. 9 yards, and that leaves him just short, so it'll be 3rd and less than a yard. With these run-pass options, we often talk about a good quarterback and running back. Well, having a talented wide receiver helps also.
Yeah, even coming in 3rd in the discussion, sometimes that means he really should be first because all you want to do is get the ball in their hands and let them make the big plays downfield.
By the skin of their teeth, they are able to convert on 3rd and inches. Second quarter from Miami. It's the Dolphins with the football. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
Now, that was not a bad scramble there on first down. He didn't force it, nor did he throw it away. He was able to take off, and now he made it a very manageable 2nd and short.
The 2nd down attempt there knocked down as it leaves the quarterback's hand, and it's incomplete. The Dolphins on 3rd down. They've hit it 50%, 3 of 6 to this point. This time it's 3rd and 3. Able to find Shaheen, the tight end. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down as they're able to get the third down conversion. So in Raven territory now. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Tua sets up to pass it. And the pressure gets there, and Tua is going to be taken down.
For a rookie first-rounder, he's made a huge impact on this defense, but that tells me that they had a plan for him when they drafted him. Just turn him loose, do what you do best, go get the quarterback.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. And he's able to get it back to the 41-yard line. That was just one of those interceptions from our perspective here. We got a good view at the 50-yard line mid-level that quarterback and receiver were not on the same page.
Just by his reaction, I'm talking about the quarterback, he expected something different from his receiver. Whether he expected him to break in, out, deeper, shorter, they'll determine that on the sideline. But bottom line, you could see that he thought he'd be in a different spot, except the defender was not his intended target.
On 2nd and 9, Jackson. Open man is Duvernay. And they'll wind up getting this one all the way down inside the 20. The catch and run, good for 24 yards. So from the 17 now, here's a 1st and 10. Option play, and they'll hand to Dobbins. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown. J.K. Dobbins with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Ravens continue to pull away here this first half. Tucker with the extra point, and the lead opens up now to 22 points. So the extra point good, and the roughing call going to move the ball out to the 50 for the kickoff.
And I think this is a good chance to pin them deep if you can land the kickoff inside the 5-yard line or so. Gain some field position for your defense.
Miami's offense set and ready to go. And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, it totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. And he's going to get about 7 yards on that one, up to around the 33.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
And Gaskin, I don't think he got there. No, they're going to mark him short.
This defense has really flown around in the first half. They've gotten to the ball carrier before they can really get started. Offense got to come up with something else in order to try and get this running game going.
Fair catch called for and taken right near the 30-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. And now this is intercepted. My goodness. Picked off Byron Jones. And the return will be stopped at the 34-yard line. Now a stoppage here as it looks like we've got a Dolphin shaking up on the play. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. We'll get an update when we come back to Hard Rock Stadium. Got a man. It's the rookie Jalen Waddle. And he's got this down almost to the 20 before he's dropped. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a first down. On play action, here's Tua. And this one is incomplete. And now following the incomplete pass, we'll get a timeout here for an injured player. We'll get an update when we come back to Miami. So after the incompletion on first, now 2nd and 10. Looking to pass, Tua. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. A nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down. A 3rd field goal of the first half, not what they're looking for as they come up on 3rd down. Tua to throw again. toward the sideline. Did he keep the feet in? Yes, he got them both down, says the side judge, and that's good enough for a first down. Tua to Fuller for a Miami first down. Tua now on first down. And he'll go down. Brought down at the 20-yard line. Justin Houston able to record his 5th sack of the season. Now, the #1 mission of any offensive line, you got to protect that quarterback, keep him safe back there. This time, the rush got to him in a hurry. Under pressure, and they got to him again. Justin Houston in there to get him, and that is sack number 6 now for him on the year. So now after the sack, Tua and the Dolphins staring at a 3rd and long. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. He's going to let it go deep for the end zone. And it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Deshaun Elliott. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. Jackson and the Ravens come up now 1st and 10 at their own 20-yard line. They'll start out here with the option left. And he's going to lose yardage here. Back to his own 18. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12. Jackson on the give to Dobbins. Gets around him. And he'll be brought down right at the 30 here. 95 yards for him on the ground so far tonight as he has been terrific in this first half. An option handoff here to Dobbins. A gain of 4 that time as the drive will continue. Well, after an interception, last thing you want to do is go 3 and out, give the ball right back. They avoided that. Yeah, you definitely do not want to do that. I remember in college I played with a really big-time player on defense. We ended up getting an interception as we passed the offense coming out. He told him, if you don't take care of this football, you'll have to answer to me later. You definitely want to take care of it and pick up first downs. Officially no gain on the play, and it's 2nd down. Off the play fake to Dobbins, here's Jackson. Over the middle here to Brown. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled. Jackson on target to Brown for a Ravens first down. Jackson going to hold on to this. And he's across midfield and into Miami territory. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper. Again, Jackson will keep it. He'll wind up getting 3 on the keeper there, but it leads to a 3rd down. Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for. And Jackson's so tough to stop. He's got a first down, and he gives himself up there at the end. Lamar Jackson, such a threat with those legs, able to improvise and get the first. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. So from the 36 now, 1st and 10. Jackson from the shotgun. And the coverage terrific there as that's knocked down and incomplete. Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted. Jackson's throw taken in by Watkins here. And he's got another first down as he's brought down at the Dolphins' 14. 23 yards the pickup there. Here's a 1st and 10 at the 14-yard line. From the gun, Jackson. This is caught. Touchdown. Mark Andrews with touchdown number 8 on the year. And the Ravens will add on to their lead. I know a lot of people look at these games and think, all right, this thing's done. Let's have some sportsmanship. Let's not try and score. You should never do that in the NFL. I've seen big leads blown, and teams that look like they had a victory, all of a sudden we're going home with a loss. And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And 3 interceptions in this game. And I would have to think, I wasn't a quarterback, but number 4 is kind of, oh, you're like, oh, man, I can't throw 4.
No, and what's interesting is, what do the coaches decide to do now? Having thrown 3, do you alter your offensive strategy? Do you take the ball out of his hands and maybe turn to the running game? Or do you have that supreme confidence that he's going to turn things around?
We'll see what they do. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain of 28 yards there and give him a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. Open man is Waddle, complete. And past the 35, he'll be dropped a yard or 2 shy of the 30. Now the Dolphins going to burn the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. Tua setting up shop to throw again. He's got long, his tight end complete. And he gets this one inside the 15, just a yard or 2 shy of the 10. Chewing up big yardage, another nice gain there. This one goes for 20. From down at the 12, it's 1st and 10. They fake the handoff, now Tua. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked off by Marlon Humphrey. Boy, so another interception, CD. It feels like he's starting to unravel a little bit.
And as you would expect, still a work in progress here in his 2nd season. He has to start ironing out some of these mistakes, though, because now his head coach, his offensive coaches, they have to evaluate whether you keep playing him and let him work through it, or you start thinking about going to his backup.
They'll throw on first down with Jackson. He'll go right back to Andrews. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. Another catch for him there. This one good for 11. First down. Here's a give to Dobbins. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or 2 shy of the 40. So we've come to half. There you have it. Halftime quickly over. 3rd quarter, here we go. All right, Coach, thank you, and we welcome everyone back for quarter number 3. The Ravens ready to receive it, and they've got the lead as well as we resume play in the 2nd half. On the return, Devin Duvernay. And beyond the 20, but not by much. In fact, just a yard pass there to the 21. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it's hard to imagine that the first half could have gone any better for them. So what's the approach here in the 2nd half?
Just continue to play smart football because they got the other team down and they feel good about the position they're in. The obvious thing people would say is just keep attacking, but I think you also have to be smart about it. Avoid turnovers. That's about the only thing that can derail you at this point. Attack, but make sure you take care of the ball.
And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4. Dolphins bring on an extra defensive back on 3rd down. Here's Jackson to throw. That's taken in by Duvernay. Well, this is going to depend on the spot, but it's not a very generous one. He looks to be about a yard or so short. They stop him for only 3 that time, and that'll bring up 4th down. He was called on 3 times in the win last week as his first one here's away. We'll call that a punt of 54 yards. Well struck. And the Dolphins drive will start deep in their own territory with a 1st and 10. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. Adam Shaheen was the intended target. And that'll bring up 2nd down. Going to the air. Tagovailoa. He's letting this one go for Fuller. And he's just throwing the ball up for grabs now. Fortunately, that one going to fall incomplete. So back-to-back incompletions, and that has him staring at a 3rd and 10. From the gun, it's Tua. And this pass broken up. The contact well-timed there, and now 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Miami. Taking a couple yards shy of midfield. That'll go as a punt of 34 yards that time. And the Ravens set up well to begin their drive as it'll begin in enemy territory already. They'll start with the option. First down and more for Jackson. The quick feet by Jackson. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. They'll run with Dobbins. He pushes forward for maybe 3 down to the 6-yard line.
Well, every now and then we have to let a cliche fly, partner. And in this case, what do they say in the NFL? Your best ability is often your availability. And this is an extremely durable kid coming out of Ohio State. Carried the ball every time they even thought about running it. Wore down defenses and able to break big runs late in games. J.K. Dobbins going to Baltimore, an absolute perfect fit.
3rd and goal, Jackson. Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
They certainly had good starting field position on that drive, but couldn't do anything with it after 3 plays. Have to admit that that's a disappointing end to excellent field position. When that drive started, they had 6 points that they were thinking about.
So after 5 touchdowns offensively, hey, maybe it's time to get the kicker a little work, and he's able to connect there.
I love that empathetic side of you. You're worried about him getting some action, getting to be a part of the game. Well, he got in and got it done.
And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough because we always said about it being a team game and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
He's going to let one go deep for Parker. And that will be incomplete. Well, they weren't scared to let it fly, but it falls to the ground and brings up 4th down. Palardy now on to punt as he sends this one away. Fair catch taken just inside the 40-yard line. No return, but it goes down as just a punt of 31 yards. And possession will switch hands, 1st and 10. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. They go play action now. Jackson. Well, that's complete to the fullback, Ricard. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down. It's now 2nd and 6. Dobbins going to take the handoff on the option. Give him 4 on the carry, and it'll make this a 3rd and about 2.
But really, that was no surprise there. They've been running it well all game, and I know goals change all the time, but any team will take that type of run each and every time.
He's going to find his tight end, Boyle. And he will have a Ravens first down as they get 5 there on 3rd and 2. Got to say, I was a little surprised to see him, Charles, come out in the shotgun on 3rd and less than a yard.
Yeah, but the way the NFL is nowadays, we hardly ever see anyone really run for it on short yardage. So they're going to throw the football more times than not. That was a nice, easy rhythm throw right there, and they pick up the first down.
Now a throw to the end zone on 1st down. Ends up incomplete. After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Jackson. And that's off the mark, incomplete. They don't get the hook up there, but you really have to marvel at how precise he's been throwing the football these last couple weeks.
Oh, that's the perfect word for it, precise, because if you're at 70% or better 2 weeks in a row, you have a job as long as you want one in this league, won't you? I mean, let's face it, it's not just West Coast offense.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. Sammy Watkins. His 2nd touchdown of the night, and the Ravens add on.
In order to lead in a game, you're going to get plenty of contributors, but that's his 2nd touchdown catch of this game. He's one of the key guys in this one.
And you better believe he'll be looking for the hat trick here as this one continues to go. Tucker now to kick it away following the touchdown. Here comes Jalen Waddle from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. First down Miami as they get set to start the drive. These guys had to punt their last possession, and that's become too familiar of a refrain. Too many of these drives just wound up going nowhere.
But you know how in baseball, when the pitcher gets a base hit and he's on base, they bring his jacket out to him to keep him warm? A lot of times the punter goes to the sideline, puts on sweatpants or a wrap over his leg to keep it warm. He might need a massage from the trainer right now from all the work he's getting.
And once again, they stop him behind the line. Great job by this Ravens defense. These guys have punted 4 times already, and they're staring at a 5th, barring a conversion here on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. And he deserves a bronze leg as he gets this one away. Now a fair catch signaled for and made right about the 43-yard line. It'll wind up just a 35-yard punt, no return. And the offense will take over with a new set of downs. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. Jackson with a handoff to Dobbins on the option. And he'll work this forward for about 3 at 2nd down.
Look, all any running back wants is a little bit of room, a little bit of space in order to maneuver. But he also understands how difficult it is for his offensive line up front. So if they give him any space, he realizes it's his job to make more out of it than what they give him. Picks up 3 on that carry.
And he's brought down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. On 1st and 10, it's Dobbins. And down inside the 15, shy of the 10. 140 yards for him on the ground now. He has been a tough man to bring down all night. Jackson on 1st down. And oh, it'll be intercepted. Picked off by Justin Coleman. Baseball folks, Charles, they like to talk about the 3 true outcomes, a strikeout, a walk, or a home run. But for this quarterback, it's been the 2 true outcomes here. He's got 4 touchdown passes, but now a 3rd interception.
And it pains you to think that you have to try and tell him to rein it in. But at the same time, you can't just chuck it up there and hope for the best. And old school football coaches will tell you there's 3 true outcomes throwing the ball, and 2 of them are bad.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. His 5th catch tonight, and it's good for a 1st down. Tua going to throw. Got a man open. That's Devontae Parker complete. And the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on 2nd down. From midfield, here's Tua. Forced out to his left. Open receiver here, complete, it's Parker. And he is out of bounds, but not before he's inside the 30. Setting to throw on first down is Tua. He's going to take a shot for the end zone. And incomplete on the deep ball. We saw this a lot in the first half, and it continues. These receivers just not able to get much separation.
So that means they have to win the 50-50 balls. They've got to go up with the defender and find a way to start coming down with them.
And this time, contact and another incomplete pass. Another throw on second down, and this one incomplete as well. This offense was on the move. Now 2 straight incompletions have them looking at 3rd and 10. Looking to pass. Tua. And now here is another interception. Picked off by Patrick Queen. There he goes left side. And he will bring this back. It's a pick 6 and a Raven touchdown. This D wanted to put it away before we even get to the 4th quarter, widening that margin a bit further.
And while they won't just empty the bench just yet, if you're a backup, start loosening up. I think you'll get a chance to play before this one is over now with that type of a cushion.
So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Dolphins at the line ready for their next drive. And following the pick 6, and they had decent field position in throwing that pick 6. We'll see how they attack this drive.
And I think all you say to your guy is, listen, let's just take care of the football a little bit better. Make some better decisions on this drive, and they'll probably help him a little bit with maybe some really high percentage throws early to let him get settled back in.
But they told him, and they told us, they've got confidence. That's not a problem.
Yeah, not a problem at all. They just want to make sure they get things settled down a little bit for their offense and give their defense a little bit of a chance to rest.
2 yards the loss, and now they go from 2nd and 2 to a tough 3rd and 4. Here's Tua. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete. Another throw there off the mark, and obviously he's battled all of the interceptions. Things just haven't been true to form for him. I don't know. What do you think's going on out there, CD?
That's a great question, and my suspicion is he's been coached really well to not show that he's having a problem. You know, they always tell you no matter what, you keep throwing the football with confidence. Well, we're not seeing a confident thrower right now. He's off balance, the passing game's off balance, and the defense is taking advantage.
A gain of 3, 2nd down.
Brandon, I've got to think this offensive line has got some smiles on its faces. And I know it sounds crazy, but they practiced for this back in training camp. They knew they'd be in situations where it'd be extra defenders in the box coming after them, trying to keep them from locking down a game. Right now, they want to show the world they're up to the challenge.
No gain on the play, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down. Now it's Jackson. And this one incomplete. And another throw that really could have been, maybe should have been intercepted. That would have been number 4. Instead, it's 4th down. On is the punter, Cook, who sends it away. A chance for Waddle on the return. 35 yards that time on the punt. And it'll be Dolphin football. Dolphins offense returning to the field. It's now appearing that this losing streak is going to continue. You know, the coaching staff was confident that this was going to be the game to stem the tide, but that just has not been the case. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2. From the 41, Tua. Oh, and that'll be incomplete. Oh, he took a shot as he let that go. And it's going to bring up a 3rd down. After the incompletion, here now, 3rd and 2. Tua sets up to pass it. He'll get this out wide to Gaskin. And he is going to have the Dolphins first down by a couple of yards as they're able to get 4 there on 3rd and 2. On first down, Tagovailoa finding Gaskin underneath. One thing I think that's safe to say defensively, the tackling's been really good.
And because of that, it's been very, very hard for them to move the ball because you're not getting the benefits of run after catch. They're tackling them almost on the spot. That means you have to run extra plays, harder to move it.
That'll put him close to 100 yards receiving. He's at 98, and he's got a first down. Here's Tagovailoa to throw. And that is knocked away in the middle of the field and incomplete.
At this point in the game, they've got to continue to try anything they can. They're still working at it, even though this one feels like a lost cause.
Tua setting up shop to throw again. And he will not make it back to the line of scrimmage as he's going to be taken down. Patrick Queen in there to get him. That is the 6th time that they have sacked him tonight. Throwing is Tagovailoa on 3rd down here. And this pass broken up. The contact well timed there. And now 4th down. Here's Michael Palardy now as he's on to punt for Miami. And a nice job here to down this one right on the 5-yard line.
That punt was near perfection as it checked up inside the 5-yard line. You never know where these things are going to go, do you?
No, what was it? You got a John Heisman quote about that,
yeah,
right?
He said the football is roughly a prolate spheroid, which means it's going to bounce funny, and you never know where it's going to end up.
And they'll hit him for a loss as he's back to his 2-yard line. That's going to wind up a loss of a full 3 yards on 1st down. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. 3rd down, now even tougher. 3rd and 13 after that loss of a yard. Now a handoff for Dobbins. 4th down now after a loss of 2.
Well, that was a 3rd long run, and to me, that was just a wave the white flag kind of a situation. Obviously, they don't want to risk the chance of throwing it downfield and risking a turnover in this section of the field.
So from their own end zone here, this kicks away. Just 34 yards on the punt there, no return. And the Dolphins will begin this drive in great field position, 1st and 10. Here's Tagovailoa on 1st and 10. And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's 2nd down. To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Tua steps away to his left. And he's going to get it down to the 33-yard line here. And give him 10 that time as he was able to get away from the pressure and get a nice gain. Tagovailoa going to try and throw on 3rd down. He's going to flip one out here to his running back. And he is going to have the Dolphins 1st down as that'll be a pickup of about 5 as they convert on 3rd and inches. Tua now on 1st down. And boy, another ill-advised throw there as that will wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on 1st down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. Now Tua. Quickly into the hands of Fuller. And they are able to stop him, but he does take it all the way to the 2. A good pickup there, 26 yards. Gaskin. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play that time, and it sets up 2nd and goal. Gaskin again. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. No gain on the play there. They're going to need to come up with something better here on 3rd and goal. Tua now, 3rd and goal. That's going to be caught by Carter for a Dolphins touchdown. Stephen Carter, his first touchdown on the year. And the Dolphins are finally into the end zone here in this 4th quarter. Extra point up and good by Sanders as they make the score just a slight bit more respectable here in the final quarter of play. Now after the touchdown, ready to kick it away is Sanders. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And it would seem as if their 3-game winning streak is about to go to 4, but still a little work to do as they start 1st and 10. And they'll run the option to start the drive. They'll be dropped after a gain of about 6 across the 30 to the 31. They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. Jackson going to give this one to Edwards. And he will force his way forward for a yard or 2, but I have a good feeling this will be coming back. That's on the guard, Kevin Zeitler, first-round pick back in 2012. They'll come up now on a 2nd and long after the hold. They'll run. It's Dobbins. And for one of the first times all night, he is going to go nowhere as they bury him behind the line. They'll wind up losing 3. And now it's 3rd down. They'll go again with Dobbins. And he'll lose yardage here. Back to the 15. He loses 4. And it brings up 4. Here's Sam Cook now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. They call that a punt of 38 yards officially, and that will come the offense as they take over. Now a look at Will Fuller as he and the rest of the offense gears up to get ready to go again. And I know that they've double-teamed him a couple times, but not a ton. Whatever they're doing isn't working. He's up over 100 yards. We'll see how they adjust.
And when they do that, they weaken their defense in other places as well. How many times have we done games where we've seen a guy have a big game like this, but it's usually not by himself, is it? Right. Usually it opens it up for other people to have big games as well.
After the penalty, a fresh set of downs. It's 1st and 10. Throwing now is Tagovailoa. It's complete to Fuller. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. Give him 12 yards there, and the Dolphins have a 1st down. Tua now on 1st down. And it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off by the Pro Bowler, Marcus Peters. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. And they have just about put this one on ice as they've got it here, 1st and 10. And he'll be tackled at the 23 after a gain of 3. This defense starting to buckle down when they need to, and right now they're winning this 4th quarter, losing the game, but they're winning in the 4th quarter.
And what a fine line it is about what they're trying to get done, because they're down, so they obviously need the football, need a score, but they can't be so aggressive as to give up their edge, their gaps, and have the offense hit them with a big play.
Call it a gain of 5 there on the run, but they'll remain a yard or 2 short here with 3rd down coming up. Here's Dobbins, and he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line. Well, Charles, it's one thing to win. It's another thing